Hello everyone, Indigo Snake here. Welcome back to another episode of Trails of Cold Steel. So, let me say a few things about myself. I was just watching the latest Shane Dawson video, and this is part of a series of videos he had about the conspiracy palette and was it controversy, whatever, mini controversy. You know, as I was watching it, I knew that I wanted that palette. Because I do like wearing bright colors, and I need things that are super pigmented to show up on my skin. So I thought it'd be a good idea to get it, but I knew for a fact that shit was gonna be sold out, so I wasn't even gonna try. And guess what? That shit sold out. I'm gonna get it next time. I just want to throw that out there. As you can see, I'm totally in the makeup. I wasn't like that before, but a good friend of mine, slowly got me into it. And I always liked bright colors, but I was too scared to wear them. But the same good friend who got me into makeup encouraged me to try, brighter colors. And I've actually been doing that as of late, not too much, because I do actually go to like an office setting at work, so I can't do anything too crazy. But whenever I do, do something a little out of the box, people seem to enjoy it. People will pull me to the side and be like, you know what, I'm always scared to do bright colors because other black women, they think that, including me, they thought that you can only wear red lipstick or you can only wear these 3 shades of eyeshadow. But people have seen me wearing these different colors, and they'll pull me to the side and be like, I didn't know that this also looked good too. Like, we can try to, and I've actually seen it. Some of these ladies at work right now are putting on different colors, so hey, that's a good thing. Also, I have tried milk of magnesia. It's totally not for your face or anything like that. I forgot what it's for, but it's a medicine that you take for constipation, perhaps. I don't know what it's for. But I've seen on quite a few videos that it can help with oily skin. Now, my skin is, it looks pretty oily right now, but it would be, I guess it's lasted for longer. So I think milk of magnesia works a little better than everything else. But is it a thing I've been missing and will it keep me not from being oily? No. I think my oil will always win out. So I love this music in the background, by the way. I'm just jamming to it. So when I listen to this fucking soundtrack right now, this is gonna be on my fucking favorites list. There's gonna be the soundtrack playlist, and then the favorites of it. This is the shit that you hear in Xenosaga, like that. I don't know what you call this kind of music, but I love it. But I got my water, guys. I got my water. Because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. There will be no more voice acting. We were spoiled in the last episode. They will stop voice acting for now. Anyways, I'm going to try to do some voices. I lost some good friends last night. I'm still having trouble getting over it. Roan might have been the hardest working soldier here. Can't believe he's just gone. Please, do what you can with your investigation. Actually, I need to get into a somber mood right there. Like, people have died. I think they said 5 people died and 3 people casualties, something like that. This is serious shit that just happened. I don't know, I guess I'm supposed to be joking around and keep it lighthearted, but this is fucking sad as fuck right now, and I don't know. Now, I'm playing Death Stranding, and that game probably took probably a lot more money to make and all of that, and it's realistic, and they got the mocap and everything, and I'm sure it's gonna win awards and everything. But not gonna lie, I enjoy playing this game. Just me personally, I enjoy playing this JRPG more than Death Stranding, because this is just my cup of tea. I'm not stressing out, I'm just enjoying myself. Please voice act it. Nope. Huh? Is this? What's up, Alyssa? Is there something unusual about that scrap of metal? I knew it. This is a mortar shell manufactured by the Reinford Company. Are you sure? Yeah, I've seen them before, on the assembly line. There are only a couple models capable of firing this kind of shell. That would suggest that the mortar used to fire is what the fire was also made by the Reinford Company. But if we assume that's true, it seems much less likely that the Republic was responsible. True, why would the Republican Army use a weapon made in the Empire? It doesn't make much sense to me. Even if we account for deception, it seems unlikely that Calvard will go this far to conceal their involvement. Though considering the stakes, we can't entirely rule out the possibility. Still, this might prove to be an important clue to solving this mystery. Okay, that's interesting. Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that it's awfully convenient that we have people in our party that can. I don't know. It's very convenient. Some of these things happening. Talk to that guy. He's very sad. This guy. Roan. Oh my gosh, Zats. He's alive. I love Zats. Roan, why'd you go and die on me? Zats. He seems pretty down. Can't say I don't understand how he feels though. It was right when the shifts changed. Roan came out to relieve me, and I was chattering away with him like always. That's when the first shell hit us. Must have been around 3 in the morning. So it started around 3 then. Right in the middle of the night. I was on lookout. I should have noticed something was off, but that explosion completely took me by surprise. I was so sure nothing would ever happen out here that, when something actually did, I was totally useless. If I just paid a bit more attention, if I'd been a better soldier, Roan might still be with us now. Please don't start thinking that. It's not your fault. None of us could have predicted that something like this would happen. You can hardly blame yourself for a lack of vigilance after being stationed in a peaceful area like this for so long. They attacked in the dead of night, knowing your guard would be down. I wonder if it really was the Republican Army's doing after all. We need more information before we can say for sure. No, I don't think it was them. There was something else that happened before we came under attack. We heard an explosion coming from the Republican Army's base. When we looked, we saw smoke pouring from it. What? We knew that both bases were attacked, but did both attacks really happen around the same time? If that's so, it's unlikely that either army was responsible. Who is responsible then? That's the million-dollar question. We should keep this in mind as we piece things together. Keep twirling me around and shit. Alright. So we talked to that guy. There's another clue over here. Well, not this one. I keep telling Zats and Manning to get some rest, but they just won't listen. Can't say that I blame them, though. They're the only ones who survived the attack without suffering major injuries, after all. Oh, this is the lookout. This is awful. It really is. It looks like they got hit hard. And to think there were casualties. You know the Imperial Army isn't going to sit and twiddle their thumbs after suffering an attack like this. They have their image to uphold, after all. Hey, looks like most of the damage is concentrated on the south side of the building. Do you think whoever carried out the attack could have done it with the Highlands? It seems very likely. From the Highlands, he probably said. But where on the plans... Wow, I'm not doing these voices very well. But where are the planes could they launch an attack like that from? Well, the Highlands are incredibly vast. We'd need some kind of clue to even know where to start looking. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find something here that'll point us in the right direction. I'm sure we will. Let's talk to these last 2 people over here. Or last 2 of the last 3. I don't know. Anyways, we need to focus all our vigilance towards the east. You have my permission to conduct your investigation and speak with my men, but stay out of their way as much as you can. We need to reestablish our surveillance of the Republican Army as soon as possible. From now on, we of the 3rd Armored Division will be stationed here to take over surveillance duties. First and foremost, though, we need to get a thorough understanding of what's going on here. Oh, okay, they're the new people. how's the situation with the Republican Army? Looks like they're really hustling around over there. We've confirmed a number of armored vehicles exiting the area. We've heard their base got hit pretty badly too. And even from over here, it sure looks that way. The Lieutenant General said that the Republican base got hit at least as hard as the Watchtower, if not harder. But we believe they were responsible for that as well. They need an excuse to attack us, and that sure as hell looks like one. Do you really think it's true? That much damage seems awfully excessive. They probably just got overzealous with the explosives. Doesn't make much difference either way. If they're brazen enough to attack us, we'll blow them back across the border. Soldiers here all seem to have their doubts, but without any hard evidence, we're not going to be able to convince them of anything. We should reconsider the possibility that this was a deliberate act of sabotage by Calvard's forces. I think that's all the info we can gather here. I think so too. Now we need to analyze what we've learned. First, we should establish a good picture of what was happening when the attack occurred. That seems like the best place to start. So first of all, what time did the actual attack on the Watchtower happen? 3 o'clock? Oh. Well, they want me to answer. It was 3 a.m. Yes, that's what the guard told us. Also, the game told us that too. But that wasn't all that was going on then. That's right, the Republican Army's base also came under attack. And according to the Lieutenant General, they suffered even greater damage than what happened here. I think we can safely discount the possibility that the Republican Army bombed their own forces then. But there's no evidence that the Imperial Army launched an attack either. All we know is that both attacks happened, and both sides took heavy damage. However, as Alyssa said, we have no evidence to suggest that either side was responsible. If we accept that as fact, the most likely scenario is that the responsibility lies with another party entirely. Yeah, so you think a third party is working behind the scenes to provoke both countries into starting a war? Tensions between the Empire and the Republic are always high, but compared to other areas of similar political value, the North Highlands have always been peaceful. I can conceive of no reason either country would have decided to break that peace last night. I agree. If anything, it seems that the negatives would outweigh the positives for both parties. If this were Crossbelt, it might be a different story, but here... Now that you mention it, we found something else odd about the attack on the Watchtower, didn't we? Something that seemed to point to a third party's involvement. Something else odd about the attack on the Watchtower? I'll bet she was referring to this. The weapon that was used. You're talking about the mortars used for the attack, right? Exactly. It looks like the orbital mortars they used in the attack were an old Reinford model, and I, for one, find it pretty unlikely that the Republican Army is packing Erebonian-made weapons. Indeed, they have little reason to be, considering the Republic has its own major orbital technology manufacturer. And it's a good thing she's in our fucking party to figure that one out. Jeez. The Verne Company, as I recall. Yeah, the Verne Company is responsible for manufacturing most of the arms used by the Republican Army. Then there's the fact that the mortar used here is old. The Imperial Army hasn't used this model for years. I've heard that military surplus sometimes makes its way onto the black market and ends up in the hands of mercenaries. Knowing that, it seems unlikely that either army chose to use it to cover their tracks. Quite. However, there is a far more pressing question we need to answer. What do you mean? Let me do this first. I know when you're going. Where you're going? We need to know where the attacks was launched from in the first place. Yep, let's do some projectile, reconstruction shit. I don't know. That could be difficult to work out. But without that vital detail, all our speculation thus far is for naught. If we intend to avert a war, we need more than speculation. We need conclusive evidence. Agreed. But the Highlands are far too vast to just strike out some searching blindly. Especially with the Lieutenant General's deadline rapidly approaching. Actually, we may not have to start our search blind. If Alyssa and Gaius will lend me a hand, I may be able to help. User magic? Huh? What do you have in mind? If I can factor the location of the damage together with the speed and trajectory of the mortar shells, and then take into account the Highlands winds. Yep, she about to use that math because she's smart, yo. About to use the fucking projectile shit. We did this in math class. I forgot which math class it was, but you can definitely figure this shit out, okay? We can triangulate some shit, alright? I may be able to estimate the area from which the mortar was fired, or potentially, anyway. Are you serious? I'm gonna use my math and magic. It sounds easier said than done. I'll do what I can. Are you familiar with the specifics of the shell that was used? I think so. It's an old model, but I should be able to give you some rough data. That should be plenty. Anyway, let's have another look at those damaged areas and start our calculations. How are you laughing? Please come with me, everyone. Right. I've used my skills that I learned from the mountains. I don't know. Everyone just learned shit from the mountains. I don't know. Batman. Alright, I think I've calculated a rough location. I believe the mortar was fired from a location to the south of here. Using the map as a reference point, that means it was likely launched from somewhere in this area. And according to my calculations, the launch site shouldn't be too far from here. Oh, wow, I can't believe you managed to work that out. That's well beyond the level of mathematics we cover in class. Oh, is it? Damn, I thought they were learning that in school. I'll enjoy watching Regnitz really sweat it out trying to best you on the next midterm. It's just a little applied physics. Yeah, it's physics. You learn some of this in math class, but you learn more of it in physics. I couldn't have done it without Alyssa and Guys' help. It looks like we've got a nice big piece of puzzle right in our hands. Sure seems like it. Let's take off and start looking. Right. I'm surprised they didn't all just say right in the camera rumbles. Reen and the others reported their findings to the soldier in the charge and asked him to relay the intel to Zindergate. Afterwards, they set out on horseback to begin their search. Great. Are we going to go to... what? We either need to go to south or north. Okay, this might be where we can do the other quest. Alright, let's start looking for where the mortar was actually fired from. If what Emma calculated is correct, it should have been fired from a point south of the watchtower, and most likely from a point that's easy to overlook, so that it's not found out. Let's see if we can find anywhere that fits that description. We'll likely need to rely on the map to help us. I wonder if the culprit could still be there. Regardless, we should see what we can find. No, he's not scared. Eustace? Juicy. What's his last name again? Juicy Alberea. He is not scared as shit right now. Okay? Badass. But we need to see if we can get... I know there's a fucking quest out here. Oh shit. See, I'm playing two different games, and they both have maps, and they have different ways to zoom out and zoom in. Alright, so where is, okay, no, I'm still not in the right area for it. Wait, they're not gonna help me out here? They told me there's a rough location for it, but... okay. Man, I don't know where this shit is. Oh my gosh, guys. Don't make me struggle out here. Let's do some turbo shit right now, damn. It has to be a place that we can also reach, right?
Steady.
Okay, so we can't even go up that. It's not this. Let's turn back and look elsewhere. Okay. Ah, there it is. Hey, over there. You found something? A ladder. It's a rope ladder doing all the way up there. I can hardly believe its presence here to be mere chance. Do the people of Nord use this area for anything? Not that I've ever known of. This has got much more suspicious then. Perhaps the mortar was fired from somewhere up here? It definitely seems worth a look. I'm just not sure how we're going to get up there. We can't reach that rope ladder from down here. I see no way to climb up the cliff face either. I see no way to climb up the cliff face itself either. If you have any suggestions, now would be a fine time. I believe I have an idea. What if we were to make use of Alyssa's orbital bow? My bow? How? And then attach a rope to it and then climb it up like we're fucking playing Death Stranding again? Well, if you were able to hit the cord that's trying the rope ladder, perhaps it would unroll itself, allowing us to climb up. I'm glad you think I'm that good of a shot, but I really don't see it working. It was just a thought. Well, it's not like we have any better ideas. Why not give it a try? True enough, and time is one resource we don't have much of right now. Searching for some manner of tool to pull it down would cost us precious time as well. I can't really argue with that. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, so not quite like Death Stranding, but... Oh, she's doing some magic shit right now. There! Or something. What happened? Or what? It actually worked. You seem to have the markings of a great hunter. Seems like this is a day for lucky shots. Hee, we'll have to start calling her Quick Draw Alyssa. Look at her, just going along with it. Was I just imagining things, or did that arrow glow for a second? Well, now that we can reach the ladder, why don't we go have a look on top of the cliff? Yeah, let's see what's up there. She's always doing some secret magic shit. Why can't she tell people that she's doing that? It's kind of weird. We'll find out eventually. I'm sure of it. We're gonna have a whole thing. We're gonna go, maybe a field study featuring her mainly. Cool, another new area of the map we've never been to. Yeah, what could be up here? More grass. There. Exactly the smoking gun we were looking for too. I just assumed, just use his voice. He has a sexy, deep ass voice. Alright. Well, old Orbital mortars. All of Reinfurt models too. And it looks like they've been used recently. We found it. So this is where they were hiding them. I can see why they chose this place. Who would think to look here? They must have fled the area after firing them last night, leaving the launchers where they were. I don't know why they would leave them. Maybe it's too heavy. But unfortunately, these alone do not furnish enough evidence to avert the war. You're right, unfortunately. If we just had a bit more evidence. Still, this is a solid step forward for our investigation. Perhaps we should return to Zindergate and let the Lieutenant General know. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, let's go report. Really? Damn, I thought the game was gonna make me get back there. Alright, guys. I'll do the magic for you. Oh, okay. I guess the game wants us to have a little cutscene right here. There! Isn't that... a boss battle time? It's that flying object we saw fleeing from Orrock's fort near Bereahard. There's no mistaking something that strange, and it looks like it's carrying something. It can't be a coincidence that they'd show up now of all times. They're heading northwest and we're going after them. Right. Saddle up. Chase and find the floating silver object before time runs out. Really? Oh god. Yeah. Guess I'll, try to catch up with them.
We can't let them get away! Right. We need to overtake them.
Don't know how I would do that, but going as fast as I can. Oh shit, that's not how you do it. Where'd he go?
Crap, they're fast. Just don't lose sight of them.
Wow, didn't know this game was gonna be heating up like this. Okay, I think we can get it though. Perhaps. I mean, this is as fast as this fucking horse goes. I mean, it's not. This ain't no like feed it a carrot and go faster. There's no skill. Just hitting the fucking R1 button. What kind of music is this? This is not the intense, like, tension music.
Did they touch down near the stone circle? There's no escape for them now.
Don't know how to get to the stone circle. Yeah, I better go this way. So there is going to be a battle in the stone circle. Okay, I'm going the right way. Whoa, why is that down? Alright.
Yeah.
Let's go. So we didn't actually overtake them. We just kind of saw them land. Alright, cool. I got a little scared. I was like, is this a race? Not really. I definitely saw them land around here. I can sense someone up ahead. Look how Rain can sense people. Really? Yeah, I'm betting it's that thing we're chasing. Ah, so our quarry is finally within reach. I think it was carrying a young girl. Well, we'll find out what we're dealing with soon enough. What is with the parentheses? Are we whispering or what's happening? Like, it seems like we're just talking amongst ourselves again. Maybe I should have saved. Gah! There they are! She really does look like a child. But what is the silver construct with her? Save the speculation for later. We need to capture them before they escape.
I think that about covers everything.
I wish she were a swimsuit. I could see her butt cheeks right now.
Now, what to do? It'd be easy enough to overpower them, but there's a good chance some of them would get away. But just killing them all seems really cruel, too.
Halt! Stay where you are!
I should really hit this X button a little faster.
Ooh, it's the military academy students.
She knows about us?
How?
Just who are you?
And what's that thing beside you?
So, who are you? Were you involved with the attacks on the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base?
We'd rather not accuse you of a crime you didn't commit. But can you at least tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
Aw, how did I end up being the bad guy? This is gonna make things a bit sticky. Oh, I know what I can do! Everything will go hunky-dory if you guys help me out.
What?
What are you talking about? But first, I hope you won't mind if I give you a little test, just to be sure you're up to the challenge.
What? I don't know what's happening. But I knew we were gonna have to fight her.
Is that a challenge?
Milliam Orion. So, I don't know if she's a good or
I'm
bad
Milliam,
person.
Milliam Orion.
Bad.
And this is Eric Getlam, but you can just call him Lammy for short.
What? Okay.
Okay, let's get started!
I'm already not ready for this, but okay, let's do it.
Let's get started!
All right.
Okay, we're not gonna do S break. Let's see. Oh, actually, he's going first. What shall we do here? No, I'm not doing that. Alright, this is gonna do turbulence on him. Her.
Whirlwind! To me!
Okay, so I think we can only attack her.
Go!
Okay. Alright, so let's motivate everyone.
All right, let's do this!
I'll handle this. I'll handle this.
He's always trying to handle stuff, isn't he? Alright, noble command.
Now is our chance. Don't let it pass.
Right,
Leave it to me!
Alright, and then
It's my
final
turn.
thing. The crescent shell.
Oh,
Getting
no,
our
shield
usual
is no
buffs
good.
out the way.
Crescent shell!
Wait, that only worked on him? Shit. Maybe I should have moved that around a little bit.
Thanks!
It's my turn.
Okay, so let's continue with the turbulence here.
Whirlwind!
I might
To
just
me!
attack her and see if that does a little bit more.
go!
A guard? The hell, guys? Alright. Let's do that arc slash. See if that does anything. Oh, that definitely does shit. Hell yes it does. What? She's out of CP. Shit. We'll just have to attack.
Very well.
Alright, it's time for rapid thrust. Ooh,
My turn.
hell yes. Alright. I hate to waste your turn like this, but alright, I'm gonna need you to do your impassion on poor Emma.
Activate.
Because she just doesn't have any CP these days. I don't know what happened. Maybe she died or something.
All right.
I don't know. Alright. Let's do just a regular attack and see if that does more. It certainly does.
turn.
Oh, that does way more. Whoa. Alright, so let's attack her. Yeah, let's attack her. I like that she's frozen.
Here we
It's
go.
wonderful. Alright, let's... How does that work on you? Alright. Wow.
Very
We are kicking her butt right now? Is that what this is? Oh, that move didn't do as much.
Leave it to me.
Alright, so let's continue to just regularly attack her. 'Cause this is like 1,000.
Yeah.
Good lord. Let's continue
My
doing
turn.
1,000. So slashy moves really hurt this girl. Wow.
It's my turn.
All right.
Let me
Oh, she finally has a move.
Thanks. Yeah.
Dang.
Very
Oh,
well.
that still did something.
Go.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
So her arc slash actually, his arc slash is
You're
better.
open.
Oh, let's assist.
Guess I let my guard down.
Okay.
The winds must be
Wow.
on our side.
They must
This
be, because that was a
It was
breeze.
not very hard. Which continues to prove that I'm slightly over leveled a little bit. I swear it didn't grind that
Wow.
hard.
You guys are pretty tough. Yep, looks like you'll be great for the job, all right.
What job? Like, weren't you the one who did this shit? Or is the game not letting us see what actually happened?
We've had quite enough of your wild chases and your games.
You were the one who attacked both of those military facilities, weren't you? Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Okay.
Ugh, what can I say to make you believe me?
Maybe it wasn't her.
Just tell us what you can. Anything you know that might help us find out who was actually responsible.
You said you wanted our help. If helping you would restore peace to the Highlands, we're ready to help out however we can. But you have to talk to us. Help us understand what's happening.
Come on, you two.
I hope you don't come to regret your naivete.
You said your name was Milliam, right? We really don't have much time. So could you tell us what it is you want our help with?
Let her fucking talk. Oh, sorry. I'm taught to be confused.
Well, what I want you to help me with is capturing the small armed group responsible for attacking the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base.
Great, she's a good person.
What did you just say? You saw those mortars earlier, right? There's a bunch more hidden near the Republican Army's base. I'm guessing it was the same group that set them up at both locations.
Wait.
Do you have any idea who this armed group might be?
Well, I'm not 100% sure or anything, but they look like a bunch of Jaeger dropouts, so I'm guessing they're working for a pretty meaty chunk of Mira. I was on my way to go find out for sure.
Wait, then
You know where they are?
Sure do. They're up in the north of the Highlands.
Okay, north of the Highlands. That's
If
where.
you promise to help me out, I'd be happy to show you the way. So, how about it?
all right. You have our aid.
Why does he remind me of Professor Sarah so much?
I'm Reen Schwarzer, Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
Gaius Warzel.
I'm Elisa Reinford. It's, nice to meet you.
My name is Emma Milstein. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alberea. And just so you know, you still have much to answer for regarding your intrusion into Auroch's fort.
You knew that
if we must.
Now.
Nice to meet you all, too. Anyway, what are we just hanging around here for? Let's make for the north of the Highlands.
All right, but I'd like to swing by the settlement first.
Yeah, we should use their telephone to report back to Zendergate about everything we found out so far.
Swing by.
Okay, let's get going then. Oh, yeah. Are you going to be riding on the back of your thing?
Why hasn't anyone said that it looks just like what Professor Sarah has?
Well, I could, but I think I'm gonna ride on the back of your horse instead.
Wait, what?
Lammy! Whoa!
It vanished.
And the way it did so seems familiar somehow.
Hey guys, are you this low? Like, are you guys just... This is anime. This is that shit where something seems very obvious to the audience, but not to the people there.
Come on, are we going or not?
Like, because you know how, when certain characters are possessed and they have red eyes, but no one notices the red eyes but the people watching the show. It's so weird.
Let's go catch us
What
some
the
big
fuck?
bad wannabe Jaegers.
Oh god, her eyes. William joined the party. For reasons unknown, she's carrying an Arcus unit and is capable of forming combat links with the other party members. Okay. Reasons unknown. I was like, what the hell is poofing into existence? Oh, it's just a rock. Okay. So, what the fuck are we doing right now? Oh my gosh! Caesar with Reed! Alright, I'm gonna keep it on him. Wait, I'm trying to figure out, like... Head to the... Okay, I gotta go to the fucking settlement first. This is... Okay.
Woohoo! This is amazing!
If you keep squirming around back there, you're gonna fall off.
So I have to go this way. I have to go all the way back around. Okay, I think I can figure out how to do this. I love it. Alyssa, get jealous. Marina and others hurried directly to the settlement. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have to ride all the way back. Thank you, game. Jeez, this game is miles better than most JRPGs I've played because so much backtracking happens in these games. And this was like, you know what? We're aware that backtracking is something that people don't like to do. Is that... It's an airship. At the settlement, looks like. A Republican Army airship? What's it doing this deep into the Highlands? This is what they call invasive reconnaissance or something like that, right? They basically trespass with just enough force to see what the enemy's up to and how many troops they've got. So that's their aim? Just who are you? It's a secret. Anyway, don't you guys need to get a hold of Zendergate? She's right. Let's move. Alright. I don't know. It's hard for me to do. I guess I could try to do her voice a little better. Bro, you're all safe. Toma, I'm so glad to see you're okay. We saw a Republican airship flying overhead. Yeah, it's been circling up there for a while now. Is there really going to be a war? We're doing everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. We need to hurry and borrow the Elder's telephone. So you have reason to believe that the armed group is hiding in the Northern Highlands? Yeah, seems like that's what's going on. We're currently on our way to investigate. I suppose all our hopes are pinned on this. Very well, I'm extending your deadline to 1500. Be on your guard. Will do. Please do whatever you can to postpone any conflict. There's always a third party doing this stuff, so the culprit used to be members of a Jaeger Corps. I've heard the term mentioned before, but I know little of them. Well, they're trouble, that's for sure. Let us handle this. We're not going to let anyone start a war here. It appears that even if I wish to sway you, your mind is already made up. Let me see if I can get this phone to pick up the orbital waves from your Arcus units. Now you give me a call if anything happens. Thank you, Grandfather. May the winds and goddess guide you. I'll be praying for your safety. That's me filling up voices again. Ugh. Hee, let's jam. Okay, we're counting on you to show us the way. Where in the Northern Highlands are they hiding anyway? Oh, I think you probably know the place. You know that huge statue north of there? North of here, there's a creepy old ruin around back. That's where they're all holed up. That's great. We can finally get to the Northern fucking Highlands. Great. And we're gonna do our other quests that we haven't gotten to. But this is a great place to stop, so I'll see you next time on the next episode.